Hello, I'm Rick Barclay, and I'm with Piano Clubhouse. And today we're going to basically learn a series of on how to basically do some ad-libbing piano soloing in blues scale format. Some of it is mainly like boogie woogie type piano, but the concept can be utilized in almost anything as far as styles are concerned, dealing with the blues scale. So the key that I'm going to work in today is the key of G. The key of G, there's a G chord right there. G, D, G, B, D, G. And the traditional G scale is this. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Okay? Now, in a blues scale, what happens is some notes go away, some get altered, and then we add a note. So that I know that can be all confusing, but this is what makes up the blues scale. Let me play it first, and then I'll explain what happened. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so what happened was we played the first note. The second note, A, went away. So we skipped the A and went to, basically we altered a note, which was traditionally the B, and we lowered it, so it's what we call flatting the third, or lowering the third. Okay, so we don't do the B whatsoever, then we go to the fourth tone, that stays there. And then what happens is we add a note, we call this a raised sharp 4, or sometimes people will call this flat 5. I look at it from the raised 4 aspect of things. So that's our added note. Then it goes to the fifth, okay, and then we skip the E altogether. The sixth is gone, and then we do basically a lowered seventh. It should have been an F sharp, but we lower it, and then there's the tonic. Okay, so again, here's the scale. Okay, that's the G blues scale. More of your traditional blues. There's a few different alterations that people can come up with and this and that, but I'm just kind of going from a bare bones traditional aspect of things. Now, what you can do as far as practicing this and getting going is that the boogie woogie bass line, there's lots of different ones, but what we can do is, I want to take it down here. Just doing simple quarter notes. We're doing this in 4/4, so G, B, D, and E. Okay? So, now I know some of that didn't sound very good, but that's the bluesy aspect. Is some of those notes are going to clash. So this is... maybe what I would suggest as far as like an exercise that you could do so you can get used to putting these parts together, if you will. So notice how I did that B flat when I was on the G. Then I have my C that's, it's clashing with the B. I quickly get up to the C sharp. Now the D's are matching. G and the E. Now notice how when it comes back down, it's the same notes that are colliding together as what was going up. Okay? Now fingering wise, let me talk about that. There's some different ones that can work, but this is what I've found that works best for me, is you do the thumb, first finger on the B flat, middle finger, then ring finger on the C sharp, and then you're going to have to tuck your thumb under to the D, and then your index finger is on the F, and then middle finger on the G, and then you walk it back down. And that's just if you're going to totally just doing an octave. So I can just kind of toggle back and forth with those. Now eventually, you're going to start moving your fingers all around and doing different locations, more than just within that octave. But I would suggest for now that you just stick with this rhythm right here and try to match it with that boogie woogie bass line. Okay? Now, another thing that you could do is that maybe just do some stabs, if you will, almost kind of like comping type things.